Yo, what is up guys? He's Gaming here, and in today's video we are going to be discussing two topics of Modern Warfare Remastered. Now the first topic is going to be new possible DLCs for MWR that could be coming in, and we aren't really sure whether or not they're going to do the old maps that were released into the game, like some more of the maps from the original COD 4 game, or if they're going to do some of those and some of the newer maps, or if they're just going to do all newer maps. My imagination would be that they are going to use the older maps because it would be less work for them than creating a whole new map. However, they may throw in a couple new maps, but I would lean towards, I definitely think that they are going to be using the old maps mainly, just because it'll be less work for them, and that's usually how it tends to go, is less work usually is what happens. And the second topic is that there is a possibility of customizable killstreaks coming to Modern Warfare Remastered, and this has been a discussion type of deal because a lot of the community is saying that they would like customizable killstreaks as long as they weren't absolutely ridiculous. And in my opinion, I think that this could be a potentially good thing for the game, as long as it wasn't, like the rest of the community said, a ridiculous thing, and it wasn't some crazy feature that was like, okay, like the tactical nuke and like the chopper gunner, like that would be bad in my opinion. I don't think I'd like that very much. But if it was just, you know, some variety, like a UAV, counter UAV, care package, airstrike, something along those lines, maybe like an actual like RC car that you could drive around and blow up, that'd be kind of cool, and I'd like to see it. Now, most of the talk is just amongst the people that are in the community saying what they would like to see, and the reason I think that it could be implemented into the game, and that they may implement it into the game, is because there's already been found in the code guns that have never been into Call of Duty before, which means that although they said they were going to keep Modern Warfare Remastered as original as possible, they may implement supply drops into the game, which is suggested through this. Some people said maybe they just put it into the game and never took it out, but it's like, why would you put something into the game unless you planned on actually using it in the future? Especially, why wouldn't you take it out unless you planned on using it? It doesn't really make much sense. To me anyway, it doesn't make sense. So if they're going to do that and they want to add maps into the game, which could be the old maps, the original maps, that's cool, that's fine. As long as it doesn't become a pay-to-win game, I don't really have a problem with it. However, I do think that customizable killstreaks are definitely a possibility, just because of the fact that if they are willing to have, they have these other things in the coding, like these other weapons and stuff, why wouldn't they implement killstreaks in some sort of way? I don't exactly know how they would do it. They may just release them into the game. They may not do it at all. But if they did release it, I don't know if they would put them in supply drops, which would be kind of iffy to me. I don't know if I'd care for that too much. But if they just implemented it into the game, I don't think it would be a bad thing for the game, in my personal opinion, as long as it wasn't ridiculously overpowered killstreaks. I don't really think the community would mind. I think that the game could use a little bit of variety in that sense. I honestly think the game could use a few more weapons, as long as they fit into the game and they're not ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't want to see that shovel weapon that was released in the pictures. I would not want to see that in the game. I think that that's absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think anybody goes into modern combat with a shovel. But if they added in a couple other guns, I think it would be a pretty good thing. If they added in a few guns that were around the time period and they fit into the time period which the game takes place, I think it could be understandable. Even if they added in a few different variants of guns that may have been used in the time period and just put them as different guns, I could understand it, and I think that it would be really good for the game. I mean, it is remastered and it's supposed to be as original as possible, but some things they could do to spice the game up, some things they could do to add a little extra to the game would be good in my opinion. And I loved the game as it was, but I do think that a little bit of extra stuff in the game could be really good for the game. Just like the killstreaks thing, I think it could be good for the game. I think that it could use a little variety in that sense. I mean, I think that it would be good just overall, and that the community would like it as long as they did it the right way, as long as they went about it the right way. I think that it would be good. But I would like to hear your guys' opinion on the whole matter. That's just my opinion on the matter, and that the DLC has been talked about a little bit. There have been rumors surfacing about DLC. There's also been some talk amongst the community about the kill streaks, about if they're going to do it, if they're not going to do it, and just the community going back and forth about if they'd like to see it. As of right now, everything is just rumors, nothing set in stone. But I just wanted to make this video just to see what you guys think about the whole thing, and to see if you guys would like to see Killstreaks implemented, or if you guys would like to see new maps in the DLC, and just to see how you guys feel about the whole thing. And if you feel some type of way about it, I would like to hear about that in the comment section below. I would like to see a little discussion going on down there just to see what everybody thinks. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.